So I think it is an amazing time for us as a collective to shed layers, of identification that we are carrying. Okay. I had a dream last night where, okay, please tell me that. Yes. I had a dream last night where I was literally standing like I'm standing in that camera, and layers were shedding off of me. It was extremely scary, because you didn't have anything to hold on to. I didn't have any thing to ground myself into, anything to label as, anything to associate with. And it was extremely scary, and it was shedding. And as I was shedding, there was one core quality that I feel that I've developed over lifetimes, that I came to after all of this shedding, and I held on to that, and that was, I am compassionate. I am going through a time of radical change, and I think so is society as a whole. We are going through radical change, and there's a power in allowing that change to happen. I think if you are on a self-development or self-improvement path in some way, this is an extremely, extremely powerful time for you and me and for everyone to really change the way that we've been doing things. And it is scary, I know, because we don't have anything to hold on to, but that is going to bring out true beauty, the truth of who we are. And that is something in my dream that I came to. I don't know if I said this already, but it was compassion. I am a compassionate person. And today I was anything but compassionate, because those layers are still shedding. I've still got so many boundaries up between me and another person when I walk in public. Even though the intimacy between me and another person, just with the conversation, is much more than it was, it's still not complete open-heartedness from my side. And I truly believe that if you are truly open-hearted and loving, you literally reverberate that off of you. You vibrate love. You vibrate heart-based energy. And other people cannot help but be intoxicated by it. They cannot help but be affected by your energy. I went to the shopping center and I bought food, and I was in such a joyful state. I was just so happy, and I was smiling at this woman that helped me, and I cracked a few jokes. I was in a very chirpy mood, and I cracked a few jokes, and it was silent for a while, but she was kind of smiling the whole time. Eventually she was just man, you look so happy, and she couldn't help herself but be affected by my energy. And that is where the magic is at. I believe that if you are open-hearted, you cannot blame any other person for any reaction, because if you are in truth, that person cannot help but be affected by you. And that is the divine protection that comes with it. Because if you are based in truth, in how things really are, if you don't say, I am a loving person because I did this for such a long time, I am loving, I am this. If you say something and you are not that, you are creating a big bowl of mess for yourself. Please don't do that. Say you love someone when you really fucking can't help but say you love them. Be authentic, be real. That is the first quality that we as a humanity need to develop, because we are so fake. Me included, I'm working through so many stuff at the moment. But this is a really powerful time. So please use this time. Like, there's a lot of energy on this planet. I don't know if you can feel it, but it's happening, and you can tap into that right now. And shift, it's terrible. It's not pleasant at all. But I had this experience the other day where I was sitting on a viewpoint, and I was watching like all human interactions and like cars driving, and there was an accident on the road, and I was sitting from a higher perspective. And I think that's so powerful if you can just take yourself out and see that this is all just a game. It's not that serious. I think most of our suffering comes from us taking ourselves way too seriously. I do that so much. Today I was suffering, these things, okay? I was suffering these things because I take myself too seriously. If I just take myself and look at myself from an outside perspective, yes, other people might think, ooh, shame or this or this. But if I die today, I know that I tried my best to live lovingly. If I go and I take myself out and I look at my life from an outside perspective, I know I am doing the right things. And this is not easy in society, because it's ego versus higher self. Can you, the person who is watching this video, take yourself out of your life from a higher perspective and see that the choices that you are making on a day-to-day basis are based on your truth, on your compassionate heart, on the divine qualities that you have developed through painful experiences?